G'day, Mike here for another episode of Mike's Making Munch. Or Mike Making Munch? Now I don't understand that part of the title of the thing. No. Back to cooking a sausage for lunch. What a classic. Classic, having a sausage for lunch. Delish. Good times. Oof. It's so quick. So, because of the fry pan, I leave a bit of fat in there. And then, well, because I'm mainly cooking sausages at the moment, it's sausage fat, which is not healthy. But it just goes a little bit white on top. But it's just so quick of turning from white to clear. It's just such a shiny fat layer on the black iron. It's a bit nice. A bit cool. Delish. Anyway. Sausage. Very good. Remember when I was frying hot dogs, footy franks, whatever you call them? Good times. I'm also cooking pasta and leftover pasta sauce. I need to reheat it. I'm just having the sausage, but Rach is having pasta. Hold on. Yep. Sizzle, sizzle, rizzle, dizzle. Always got to burn off some of that ice to begin with, which is pretty good. So, anyway. Nice, nice. What a good day. It's pretty gloomy day. Pretty dark, but that's alright. I just use some electricity and turn the light on. Pretty simple. I had a fun realization about myself this morning. At some point. Sorry, just making sure I got the temperatures right. So we have from end of last week, start of this week, somewhere there, we've had the option to return to the study hall. And like I've been missing the study hall a fair bit of being able to have that space, and it's a good space. But at the moment, like you can only have 10 people in there, so you got to book in if you want to go in. Yeah. So that's the thing. And like, there's plenty of folks who need a bit more than me. So like, there's the folks who have multiple kids at home. They definitely get a bit more priority, rather than just having one. But I think also like we've got friends who they've got their daughter in the spare room, who's a bit over 1 or something, nearly 1. I don't know how old children are, however old she is. But yeah, so like he's studying, but then it's in his daughter's bedroom. So it's not a great arrangement. Whereas for us, Sylvia's still in our room with us for a little while longer. I think first 6 months was the magic number I was told. She's a bit over 4 months, so still for another 2 months she'll be in with us. Yeah, so at the moment, like, I can just use the spare bedroom and it's alright. Like, it misses out on quite a few benefits of the study hall. Study hall's very nice. I miss the study hall. Yeah. But I realised I'd not really given any serious thought to moving back to the study hall, because like when we went into lockdown, it was really like bitsy. Like it was, you can't do this. Now there's a little bit more that you can't do. Now a little bit more. So it's just lots and lots and lots of little changes. And I think I found that frustrating and difficult. Just because there was this hovering sense of like, when will things change? What's going to happen? And so I think I've a little bit sort of self-defensively been like, oh, well, I'm not just going to head straight back into the study hall. I think for a few things. Like, it's not fully open. So it would be... like, I'd only be able to partially use it. I wouldn't be able to just go hang out there as much as I want. Which, I don't know. I'd want to use it a lot. And, like, because if I had a laptop, I could just come and go. But because I've got a desktop, I can't just... well, I could, but I don't want to. I don't want to just pack up my whole desktop computer, move it home when I want to use it at home, take it there. Like, if I had a laptop, I could come and go. And so I think that would allow me to have a bit more of a transition into, oh yeah, I could go work there sometimes. But, yeah. Desktop makes that impractical. But I think even just for having the partial transition, slow change, I don't want that. And I think also there's that secondary thing of remembering what it was like being in there when it was near the end. And being like, oh, how long are we going to be able to use the study hall? How soon do we have to move out of here? Just the temporariness of it, and just knowing that, yep, there's another change going to happen. Yet more changes. I think that was just a bit frustrating and difficult. So I think definitely, even when we were doing streaming classes, but I was able to use the study space and have the office there, then I was much more productive. I was, yeah, just getting more study done was better. But I think to protect myself from too many changes, I'm like, oh, I'd rather just maintain what I'm doing at the moment, keep this level of productivity, and just be like, oh yeah, whatever. We'll do what we'll do. It'll be fine. So, yeah. Anyway. Sorry, there was a big blister on my sausage. That was weird. Actually, the sausage has been really good, but maybe that's still a little bit hot. Yeah, so I think it's alright being a little bit, having that bit of self-defense, that bit of protection for yourself. It's good. But yeah, so it was helpful this morning in chaplaincy group. That's when I had the realization of like, oh, actually, this is why I've not even thought about going back to the study hall. It's a bit of defensive kind of a thing. Because when the future's uncertain, it's distressing. Like when you got your future constantly unsure, it's not good. I think that's one of the great selling points of being a Christian, is that it means that your future is sure. That your future isn't dependent on yourself, but on Jesus, who, a man in history, rose from the dead. And he, from there, ascended to be at the Father's right hand, like, to never die again. Because, I mean, it's kind of a thing. If Jesus can rise from the dead once, he can do it again. It's a bit like, well, it's not a very worrisome thing to die. It's like in a computer game where you're like, oh, if I die, I'll just respawn. It doesn't matter if you die. But Jesus won't die again. Like he had to voluntarily submit to death. But knowing that there is a human in heaven, that guarantees that there is a place for me that exists that is suitable for heavens, but after I die. That's heaps comforting. So, even when all the Rona business is done, even when I'm dead from Rona or whatever else, there's a place for me wherever Jesus is. And that's amazing. It's really good. So, yeah. I'm excited about it. But at the same time, it's still dealing with the Rona, dealing with the situation now. Because like I'm at college and everything, so that I can even better help explain to people how good this hope is, that there is a guaranteed future if you trust Jesus. Because I think a lot of people just don't understand it. And that's really sad. And they just need someone to help them understand and explain it to them. Because it's good, it's comforting, it's practical, even while you're struggling with being stuck at home and not whatever else with the Rona. Yeah. Anyway, my sausage is cooked. So I will catch you tomorrow. So yeah.